What are some alarmingly common red flags that we are conditioned to ignore? I dated a guy for a couple of months, and on our first date, he told me he had been married before. He said his ex-wife was crazy and had cheated on him. I didn't think much of it at the time, but as we continued dating, he would bring up his ex-wife in almost every conversation. He would talk about how she was always trying to control him, how she would get mad at him for going out with his friends, and how she would always accuse him of cheating. He would also talk about how she was always spending money, and how she would never help out around the house. I started to notice that he would always blame his ex-wife for everything that went wrong in his life. If he was late for a date, it was because his ex-wife had kept him on the phone for too long. If he didn't have enough money to go out, it was because his ex-wife had spent all of his money. I started to realize that he was never taking responsibility for his own actions. He was always blaming someone else for his problems. I ended up breaking up with him because I couldn't handle his constant complaining about his ex-wife. I realized that he was never going to be able to move on from his past, and that he was always going to be blaming someone else for his problems.